Syahabuddin. My matrix number is B0920104112.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Farid bin Mohamed and my matric number is B092010027.
Hi, my name is Mohamed NAZAFI bin RISMAN. My matrix number is B0920101992.
Hello and hi, my name is Mohamed AIMAN bin ZAMZANI. My matrix number is B0920100061.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is KHAIRUNNISA binti HUSNI and my matric number is B0920101128.
Hi, I am Nurul Atira Hamni binti Abdul Aziz, B0320102129. I am from FTMK.
Assalamualaikum and good morning, Auntie.
Waalaikumsalam.
How are you today?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm fine too. Okay, today we will discuss the importance of recovering and recycling refrigerant in order to prevent environmental damage. But before we begin, I would like to know whether you are familiar with the acronym HVAC and R.
No, I didn't. Would you care to explain?
HVAC and R stands for heating, ventilation, air conditioning and refrigeration. Did your home contain a central air conditioning unit? If you have an air conditioner, are you familiar with the type of system it uses and the refrigerant it utilizes if you do have one?
Yes, I have, but I didn't know the type of the system and the refrigerant that we use.
The term vapor compression refrigeration, or known as VCR, refers to the cooling method typically utilized by air conditioners. R410A, also known as Buron, is a refrigerant utilized by the majority of these systems.
Would you care to explain briefly on how the system operates?
Of course, the refrigeration cycle begins with the refrigerants entering the compressor as the low pressure vapor. Compressing refrigerant to a high pressure vapor superheat. Compress and heat refrigerant leave the compressor and enters the next cycle stage. After the compressor, the hot vapor refrigerant condense. Refrigerant flow through S-shaped tubes in condenser during condensation. A fan blows cool air across the condenser tube as hot vapor flow through. Heat transfer from the tubes to the cooler air blown across them. The hot vapor refrigerant reaches saturation and becomes a high pressure liquid due to heat transfer. After the condenser, the refrigerant is ready to move to the metering and expansion stage. High pressure liquid refrigerant enters the metering device or expansion valve in the third stage of compression refrigeration. The metering device maintains high inlet pressure, expands liquid refrigerants, and lowers outlet pressure. Expansion lowers liquid refrigerant temperature. In a cool, low pressure liquid state, the refrigerant is now ready to enter the evaporation stage, which is where the heat is finally removed from the space we conditioner.
Cool liquid refrigerant leaves the metering device and enters coil tubes in an evaporator during evaporation. Fans blow warm air from the conditioned space across the evaporator coils. The cooler refrigerants in the evaporator coils absorbs heat from the warmer air, cooling the conditioned space. As air hits the refrigerants, it boils and becomes a low pressure vapor. The compressor pulls the low pressure vapor back in, starting the cycle. And then the refrigerant is now ready for evaporation, which removes heat from the space being conditioned. Cool liquid refrigerants leave the metering device and enter coils tube in an evaporator during evaporation. Fans blow warm air from the conditioned space across the evaporator coils. The cooler refrigerant in the evaporator coils absorbs heat from the warmer air, cooling the conditioned space. As air hits the refrigerant, it boils and becomes a low pressure vapor. The compressor puts low pressure vapor back in restarting the cycle.
How does the refrigerant emission occur?
That's a good question. The manufacturing process, leakage and service over the equipment's operational life and disposal at the end of the equipment's useful life are the primary contributors to emission produced by the refrigeration and air conditioning sector.
How can we prevent the refrigerant emissions?
We can use recovery and recycling method to avoid emission of the refrigerant because a recovery machine is able to remove more refrigerant from a system than any other method. Its utilization ought to be regarded as the standard practice rather than the unusual circumstance. Recovery machines are gaining more and more popularity as a result of the greater availability of this machine. It is essential to use the appropriate equipment that take into account the characteristic of the refrigeration or air conditioning system as the technical specification of the recovery machine. This technical specification include the capacity of the machine, the rate at which it can recover refrigerant, and the type of refrigerant that can be recovered. It is also essential to use equipment that take into account the technical specification of the recovery machine. By doing research on refrigerant recovery, you can prevent leaks of the refrigerants and the subsequent release of those chemicals into the atmosphere. As a result, this eliminates the need for the production of new refrigerant as well as the emission of gases that deplete the ozone layer and contribute to global warming.
After that is complete, we will be able to recycle the recovered refrigerant. Through the process of refrigerant recycling, individuals will have the opportunity to enjoy a number of benefits. One of the most immediate of which is the capability to save money on what would otherwise be an expensive replacement producer. If the refrigerant in a system is not replaced when it needs to be, it can cause damage to the system, which can lead to higher costs over the long term as well as the possibility that the system will fail. By contributing to the recycling process, individuals can save themselves from having to pay for such pricey repairs. Because the process of recycling refrigerant involves reusing the same batch from the same device via the filtration process, a significant portion of the impurities that would have built up in the device over the course of its lifetime have been eliminated. These impurities, if allowed to accumulate for an extended period of time, will eventually clog the machine and cause it to break down. When refrigerant recycling is done at a low cost, individuals can anticipate much more efficient unit that not only operate more smoothly but also continue to function for a longer period of time. The procedure can significantly lengthen the life of your unit without requiring you to perform maintenance of the unit individual component.
Kind regards and thank you very much for explaining. In conclusion, air conditioners utilize the very system that is comprised of refrigerant. However, we could use the methods of recovery and recycling to cut down on the amount of refrigerant that is released into the atmosphere. This will help us about contributing to the depletion of the ozone layer. As a consumer, there are many things that I am required to learn, and you guys, you very big help to me in terms of knowledge that you provided on this subject. Once more, I am grateful to you all.